5 of these movies are actually bad for you, and only 1 movie is safe. First, a confession. I made a mistake. You see, when we started Movie Crusade, we had a simple premise. Defend good movies, destroy bad ones, so that you can survive the culture war. That's why every week we rank every movie ever. Every movie ever, 1 week at a time. But what is a good movie? My confession is that some of these highly ranked movies on the ultimate, perfect, objective list that we discover inside my brain are actually bad.
This is a bummer, man. That's a bummer.
I let my heart get in the way of the cold, calculating machine, which is my brain. First, did you know that Pope Pius XII gave us 3 categories for rating films? Good, dangerous, and harmful. Some films are good. Others are dangerous, so you should know what's in the film to know if you can handle it. But others are worse than that. They are straight up harmful.
They paid me for jokes that didn't work.
Call it gallows humor.
If you are a Catholic, or if you like science, you must admit that what we watch really affects who we are. If you want to be spiritually, mentally, morally healthy, cut out the filth and watch better movies. Here's a video that explains all that science and philosophy. But in a word, sow a thought, reap an action. Sow an action, reap a destiny. So it's time to destroy 4 of these movies that are harmful to your thoughts and therefore to your souls. Soul. When I ranked this film, I said, you just need to suspend your disbelief at the absurd afterlife stuff. You might realize that this film is amazing. I think Soul might be one of the most important films ever made. But hold on, earlier Cameron from the past. I demand a redo. This film goes to the outskirts of reality and peeks behind the curtain of death and the afterlife. So you have to deal with the ultimate reality, which is God, because you went there.
Sorry, I zoned out a little back there.
If you decide to peek behind the stage curtain, you have to show or suggest the stage director. God is not a bug zapping force field, and also not a mushy, squishy, pantheistic blob. And there's no such thing as the pre-existence of the soul. So is it all harmless fun and games? Well, Pius XII taught that, quote, even films morally above reproach can yet be spiritually harmful if they offer a spectator a world in which no sign is given of God, a world in which people live as though God did not exist.
Do you believe in fate, Neil?
No,
Why not?
because I don't like the idea that I'm not in control of my life.
Soul doesn't outright deny God, so it's not harmful, but it is a little dangerous because it presents blatant errors as true.
It's the great before.
The great before?
So you need to know yourself and your children before watching this film. Soul is a fantastic, though slightly dangerous, film. And unfortunately, another film falls with it.
Williams makes a miraculous catch!
My favorite sci-fi film ever, Interstellar. Guess what?
What?
It would have been really, really awesome if those other beings, the ones that created a wormhole and the Tesseract, the beings that Cooper made contact with, if they were angels or something mysterious, but no, they're just really advanced human dudes from the future who figured out how to do science really hard. I remember this film making such an impact on me.
Oh, I remember.
Seeing the world and my life from a different dimension, as if any one choice has cosmic and eternal ramifications. And seeing how God sees every moment of our lives as valuable, how one day for us can be like 10,000 years for God, or 10,000 years for us like a day for him. But yet this film had to answer its own questions with an atheistic worldview. At the edge of reality, is nothing spiritual at all. And to make matters worse, this film uses the name of the Lord in vain.
Oh,
Now listen, you can throw around 99.9999% of words in the English language without ruining your film. But you had to say the name of the Lord in vain. The main problem with blasphemy is that the script and director is forcing the actors to say the Lord's name in vain.
say it! Say it!
It violates the dignity of the actors themselves.
All right, I'll say it.
This is probably the one thing that will hurt most of these films. You couldn't have called up Webster and asked for a different word? Any other word than to use the most important sacred name? Until someone holier and wiser than me tells me otherwise, every vain use of the name of Jesus, Christ, or GD is going to automatically make the film harmful because it made the actor commit a grave sin and it drags the precious name of the Lord through the mud.
Oh, what if I couldn't hear that again? It's uncomfortable even saying it.
So, Interstellar falls into the black hole with all the other harmful films.
God's backyard's a whole lot bigger than I thought it was.
And so does one of the best Tom Cruise films, Mission Impossible 3, because of several uses of GD.
I'm just telling you right now, no one's ever said that to me.
The Truman Show falls too, because it blasphemes the name of Jesus 6 times.
We'll be fine. Just fine.
Iron Man, more like, go to confession, man, because you ruined what would have been just an exciting film and made it harmful with one instance of using the Lord's name in vain.
Yeah, I mean, you know, not that it's difficult.
There we have it. Guys, these films would be awesome without blasphemy.
It's getting dangerously close to a plug.
So why not filter that out with VidAngel? Use code CRUSADE, filter out the blasphemy, using code CRUSADE. It also supports the show. Thank you, Crusade. We need new standards for films. Screenwriters need to be smarter. You can communicate anger or resolve without blasphemy. If you can't, you should be out of a job. So let's talk about the Best Picture winner, Oppenheimer.
No spoilers.
None at all.
I bet you would agree, people shouldn't break the 6th or the 9th commandment. Don't commit adultery, don't fornicate, don't covet another man's wife. You wouldn't want your neighbor to start violating these commandments. So why do we watch movies that promote it? You might say,
actually, the context of the film, it's okay because thematically,
or
actually, we see the consequences of the action.
But actually, here's what Jesus said. Any man who looks lustfully has already committed adultery in his heart. And actually, Pius XII said that evil must be condemned through the entire course of the film and not merely at the end. Frequently, it would come too late after the viewer is already beguiled and entrapped by evil promptings. So, Mr. Christopher Nolan, my favorite director.
Thank you. Thank you.
How about don't show the act of committing adultery on giant IMAX screens to millions of people? How about it's harmful to souls to show naked bodies in compromising positions? Avoid it.
I learned a bit.
I watched it with filters, but you're not missing much. So here is the list. You can watch our segments on Movie Crusade to hear more about what we had to say about these films. But our journey is just beginning. What other movies on this list are destroyed and falling? What movies are saved and moving higher? Watch the next ranking video and find out.